All right, so in today's video, we're going to watch a clip here of everybody's favorite drunk on-air Fox News host, Judge Jeanine Pirro. We're going to watch a clip here of Judge Jeanine Pirro on the 5, I believe it is. We're going to watch a clip here of Judge Jeanine Pirro on the 5 say that inflation in America is driven by none other than immigrants needing to eat food. No, I'm not making that up. Here is the clip. Bear with me here, everybody, because this is gonna be a fun one.
Judge, one of the things Biden wants to talk about is his accomplishments. So they point to that big extra dollop of federal spending for COVID that actually fueled inflation. So their biggest accomplishment is actually the vulnerability.
Yeah, it created the vulnerability. And, the amazing part of it.
It's funny. It's funny that they say that extra spending during COVID is the is the reason that inflation exists. But we're gonna keep going here.
And I agree. The juxtaposition of Bill Maher and then Joe Scarborough. I mean, these are people who are worth, millions and millions of dollars, who not only can't feel the way average Americans feel, but they want to tell the average American how they should feel, when the truth is, it's very simple. The numbers.
Look. Okay, I don't give a fuck about Bill Maher. I don't give a fuck about Joe Scarborough. Those are two people that I do not care for in any context. But I'm just curious. I'm honestly really curious because Judge Jeanine here seems to be speaking for the average American. I wonder what Judge Jeanine. I wonder what her net worth is. Let's look that up because I'm quite curious. Okay, so this isn't. Okay, so we're getting a lot of different numbers here. We're gonna go on the really conservative, the most conservative thing that I'm seeing here. The lowest amount I'm seeing, which I don't know if any of these numbers are right. They could all just be wrong. Is 14 million. Some are saying 80 million from Forbes. I don't know if this isn't Forbes. Some are saying 60 million. Some is saying an annual income of $5 million. So let's just say she's worth 14 million. You can't talk shit on other millionaires. You can't talk shit on other people that get paid big money. You're literally the same thing as Bill Maher or Joe Scarborough. You have the same fucking job, and you get paid the same millions of dollars to do it. You can't sit there and say, "Oh, I am holier than thou." You fucking asshole. What is she talking about? Again, I don't give a shit about Joe Scarborough and Bill Maher. But if she's going to bring up their net worths, and then talk about how because they're millionaires, they can't speak for the average American, you can't then either. You can't do that either, Judge Jeanine.
Are very simple. They're up 18%, some say higher, it depends on who you read, since Joe Biden took office. Meanwhile, wages are not up 18%. It's really that simple, guys. So you can say your 401k is great. And as Jesse said, young people aren't buying them. Young people can't even afford a house. So
that's true.
All
that
of
part
a sudden,
is true.
They want to tell us how we should feel. But the bottom line, to me, what really gets under my
how we should feel, meaning you included, or how I should feel. And other Americans, because you don't feel like that, Judge Jeanine. Don't act like she's acting like she's like a working class citizen, and she's just so far detached from that.
Is the fact that not just they want to tell us how we should feel. By the way, when eggs are up 35%, gas is up 19% since when Joe took office. Rent is up 19%.
Yeah.
Groceries are up 20.7%.
Yep.
Okay, and we are now feeding 10 million illegals who came through this country illegally. Okay, so food for them is taking money away from Americans. So
that's, oh my God, I can't even believe that just came out of her mouth. I don't even think she knows how fucking dumb that statement just was. Judge Jeanine, well, look, I don't have a lot pulled up for this because I've said this millions of times on the channel. At least in one context. But she said, what did she say here? Gas is up, rent is up, eggs are up. The biggest reason that inflation and things have gone up, like gas and maybe grocery store prices, is because of companies fucking price gouging. We're going to talk about gas just for a quick second here. You guys can go and look up all of this shit. It's public info. It's very easy to find. Under Joe Biden's presidency, as much as I hate this, I absolutely fucking hate it, under Joe Biden's presidency, there have been more permits given out to drill for oil in America than ever before. I don't know the exact number right now, but it was right under 10,000. The most permits that have ever been have ever existed for to drill oil in America. It's the most amount of permits ever. And the oil companies, and this is something that I covered extensively in 2022, the oil companies are purposely not using all of those permits to drill, so then there's less gas. They control the supply, okay? They control the supply, and so when they control the supply and the demand goes up, they can raise the price, and boom, there you go. Now gas is way higher than it was. It's these fucking companies that are purposely price gouging. You guys can go and look up profits for not even. You guys can go and look up the fucking profits for the gas companies. They all had some of, I think, their biggest of all time profits in 2022 and 2023. Literally hand over fist, fucking insane profits. And when you look at the gas prices go up, it's not hard to understand. It has nothing to do with immigrants eating fucking food. And again, you can go and look at other companies. You can go and look at other companies and see that they are having really, really high profits. And oh, you go in the store and you look at like, oh, Coke and Pepsi, oh, the price has gone up. But look at their profits. It's fucking price gouging. It's the fact that we let corporations that are ultra powerful do whatever they want. They don't care about the consumer. They don't care about us. They care about making them rich, making themselves richer, and making their pockets fatter. That's all it is. That's all it is. They're not going to tell you that shit on Fox News, though. They're going to say some super fucking crazy, off the wall, racist shit about immigrants needing to eat. How it is someone else needing to eat take money out of my pocket? Please enlighten me. People don't go to the grocery store and then see someone else buying stuff and they're like, oh man, that's going to make the prices go up. That's not how shit works. I like how she's saying that, she's the one positioning herself as someone who speaks for the American people, the average, everyday, working class Joe. What are you talking about?
I'm tired of this. You should feel better. No. And we'll get to this in one of the later blocks. But I think that we're spending way too much on people other than Americans and telling Americans, you should feel good.
Yeah. Okay. So, I don't. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in this clip. I don't know why Judge Jeanine is so incredibly fucking dumb. Also, this is just really bothering me. It doesn't even matter, but like apparently Mark Wahlberg's going to be on Fox and Friends tomorrow, or I guess this clip is from today. I don't know when this clip is from, but just a side note, has nothing to do with the video. Fuck Mark Wahlberg. He's a piece of shit. But that's where I am going to leave this video, guys. Please let me know what you thought of this video. Let me know what you thought of totally normal, totally not batshit insane Judge Jeanine Pirro and the things that she just said. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, press that little bell, turn on all notifications so you guys never miss an upload.